everyone, and welcome to Active Citizens Parliament. Again, we are here to have discussions on the things trending in Nigeria. And most importantly, right now, we are about to have a conversation, not just about Valentine Obo, who has broken silence about the APC primary that happened on Saturday in Anambra State. But we are going to dive into the constituency project issue, where in Anambra there is so much fraud happening on constituency project, several abandoned projects, several issues arising, and I have a constituent who is with me in the studio and who is going to dig deep and dissect and, of course, give us insight into the visitations that they went to several communities in Anambra State. But before then, let me first introduce him, then we get back to the issue of Ozigbo's breaking news of this very evening. Welcome to the show, Mr. Emmanuel, who obviously is a constituent of Anambra Central Senatorial District. Welcome to our Active Citizens Parliament.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to have you. All right.
So let's get the first discussion we want to have in the day before we dive into all of this. Now, VCO, which is known as Valentine Obo, today broke silence about the aftermath of the, of the primaries that happened on Saturday, where he lost to Nicholas Okachukwu. But what he said in his press release today is that, let me quote him, "I formally submitted a petition to the Appeals Committee of our great party, the All Progress Congress APC, challenging the so-called primary election conducted in Anambra State on the 5th April 2025. That exercise, by all observable standards, was a charade, a well-orchestrated heist designed to deliver a predetermined outcome. The facts are now public. Non-party members populated the delegate list. Genuine party members, party faithfuls were locked out or violently barred from voting. Accreditation was either skipped or manipulated, and votes were counted without transparency. This is not just about me, it is about the soul of our democracy, about the values we claim to represent, about the future we owe our children." Now, many are asking, "Val, what next?" My answer is simple and unshaken. I will stay the course. I did not join politics to decorate the register, rather receive accolades or shop for appointments. I came to be part of a generation that restores integrity to our political system, that makes governance accountable, and that builds the kind of country we all deserve. My mission is clear. It is to serve in the Anambra with humility, vision, and excellence. That mission began long before April 5th, and it will continue far beyond the teaching of that very particular day, which is the day. Thus, he said, "I will not be distracted." There is so much that he said here that I may not want to go on and on. But there's something finally he said I wish to also reiterate. He said, "History teaches us that freedom is never freely given. It is fought for. The civil rights movement in the United States, Nelson Mandela long walk to freedom, Moses leading the children to Israel out of Egypt, Nigeria's own fight for independence from the British, all reminded us that oppression always fights back before it breaks. And that is what we are witnessing today, the dying kicks of a system scared of change. But Anambra must change for good, and it will." Let me end it here. You can go to comment section and make your own take. Some people are of the opinion that Valentine Obo went hastily out of the Labour Party into the APC fold. And some people say that he should know what APC is made of. Some people also said that so many things that I don't even want to bring out. So you can go to the comment section, tell out what you feel, as he's saying that he is not a transactional politician. that he does not seek power for his own sake, that he seeks to make a difference, to restore dignity, to create jobs, to secure lives, and all of that. Well, I think all of that has been lost at the APC primary, but he said the petition is earned. Do you think that the APC will reconsider him because of P2B, or he has fallen out of the APC? But he said he remained faithful to his APC. Go to the comment section, tell us your thoughts. Now, let's move into the next major issue that we wish to discuss today, which has to do with the constituency projects, the transactional, fraudulent constituency project that is not just happening in Anambra State, but is happening across the country and is going on billions and billions of naira that has been allocated to communities in Nigeria. However, their representatives are not doing the needful. They are not being transparent with the allocations that are given to the people. They are not even bringing anything out. So I have somebody who has told many communities in Anambra State, bringing out different projects, himself being on the scene, doing those investigations. He is here with me, and we're going to dive into all of that. But I want to present the first one that has to do with the young man, a doctor who went to his Facebook page and obviously showed us certain things that are also involved. He said that there's a street light project which is said to enhance agricultural output, and he called it a misplaced priority. The case of Ajanze and his Ajambene tales. That is what he puts it. And it is just, I need us to reflect on this. Street lights, installation, construction and installation of street lights to enhance agricultural output. This is what the young man wrote. He said, in the mystical lands of Ajambene, the wise but misunderstood Ajanze. Ajanze, by the way, is the honorable member representing Njikok and Dunukofia, a federal constituency of Anambra State. He said, let there be light upon the paths, and surely the crops shall grow. The people cheered, lanterns were lit up, but the barns remained empty. This tale mirrors a modern-day misjudgment, believing that installing street lights can, in any direct or meaningful way, enhance agricultural output. I need you to reflect on this. How can street lights in any way, direct or indirect, enhance agricultural output? Here are the reasons that this notion is deeply flawed. Let's start with one. Crops don't grow by light bulbs. Agricultural productivity depends on natural factors: light, fertile soil, rainfall, and good seeds. Artificial street lights has no effect on crop photosynthesis or soil fertility. It neither fertilizes the land nor waters the crops. Energy wasted, resources mismanaged. That is what we see in this very constituency project. A constituency project that stipulates that street lights will enhance agricultural output is what we are talking about. Let's get to the next page. So, before I continue on this, you've heard this young man in his area, he has positioned a constituency project. I know you have been in several, but I want us to start with his. A constituency project that has to do with street lights that is meant to enhance agricultural output. That is, as in, street lights will help to grow maize, food, and the rest of it. That is what it is. And I think the budget amount might be close on 400 million. But let me go back to this. That is from Dr. Sochime Daniel. Now, Dr. Sochime Daniel has had detailed these things. What is your thought on this while I go back to what he said?
Okay, it's quite obvious that even a layman in the street can tell you that agriculture or land fertility don't need anything solar light for production.
Assuming, even you can use light, for a place where it's dark. Yes. The China people do it. Yes. But this one is street light. We are talking about street lights to enhance agricultural output. How is that even possible?
It's not possible. Because street light cannot give fertility to the soil. Street light is not a natural resources that can fuel the crop production. Street light is just there. It's just a waste of allocation.
Priority.
Because it can't tell me that street light can help in when you cultivate maize or cassava. That with street light it will help the maize or cassava to grow well or to gain weight. It's not possible. It is just fraudulent.
For the avoidance of doubt, I will want us to, place this very particular project. There are different kinds of these projects happening in Anambra Central Senatorial District, and as you can see from the screen, you can see different of this very project. But I want precisely for us to see that very banner that displays this project. This is the honorable member who is representing Ozigbo George. This is the person who is representing this very district, and I want us to also look at the project itself. This is another one of the projects which is lighting up Njikoka axis for ease movement of farm produce. This even, makes a small of sense. Lighting of Njikoka axis to ease movement of farm produce. This makes another sense. But then, these are solar panels. Let's get to this very main one that this doctor is talking about. Let's get to that very particular project. And while we are getting there, you can see, as the man brought this out, I want to finish up what the man actually, wrote on his Facebook, so that people will understand the sequence. I stopped at 3, I think. So let me hear your tell. You've been to different communities. There is actually one, before I get to that very point, there's this very particular project you showed that you sent to me where you went at Mbaku, which is Oka North Federal Constituency. Oka North, of course, is represented by Professor Lilian Orobu. But the person who initiated the project, from what you sent to me that you went to investigate, is Senator Victor Ume. And I think can you tell us about it so that I know from my mouth then go here?
Okay, yes. I went to the school, above primary school at Mbakum in Oka North local government in Anambra State. So I was opportunity to meet the school headmistress, the headmistress.
More of a principal of the school.
Principal, because it's primary school. That's why I use school
headmistress. Yes. Okay.
So I met her and I introduced myself and I told her, are you aware about this product, about this project that is going on in your school? She said yes, that they came to her, they met her and told her that they want to site a school, another building inside the school premises. She was very happy, dancing down. I said, okay, they should start the project. So I was like, I asked her, those people that...
What was the state of the project when you got into the school? Because from the video you sent to me, it is showing that it's still on a German floor. I mean, no blocks has been laid, and it's a project. When we check the project, this thing cost allocation, it comes with 26 million. So if it's 26 million, what is said to have been laid down in that German floor?
No. Because according to what she said, the project is abandoned. Because since this year, nothing has been done in that particular project. Just the German floor, just the foundation, the German floor, and it ended there. So then I asked her, what about the document of the project? Can we see the document of the project? She said she don't know anything about the project, don't know anything about the documents. So I was like, why will a constituent can't know what is about?
And she is the principal officer of that very school.
Yes.
She is the person who should have details of what is being built inside the community Ambog primary school. And she doesn't have any of those information.
No, she don't have any of those information. No.
Okay, I will appreciate if this is being projected for all of us to see that this is still the school we are talking about, Abog Primary School at Mwako, which is located at Oka North Federal Constituency in Anambra State. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is a construction of 6 classrooms at Abog Primary School Mwako, Oka North local government in Anambra Central Senatorial District, Anambra State. The allocated amount for this project is 26 million and is being done by the Federal College of Agriculture, Isiago. Now, my question is this is the ZIP allocation, which is the zonal intervention project. Is this very thing we are seeing, 26 million inside foundation? Is that what Senator Victor May used? This is from the Ministry of Work. This is construction. This is a different project entirely. But anyway, let me come back to you. You went here, you went through the community, you discussed with the community people in that very location, the constituents, everybody is saying that they have not seen any further work since last year, that the work stopped since last year, and since this year nobody have come there and nobody is reaching them as for whether the job is being continued. So it is now deemed to be an abandoned project, and they are seeking to hear from Senator Victor Ume on why a project of 26 million allocated to the school is being done at the level where whether it is probably 1 or 5 million naira worth of job that has been done, where that is mine adding, you understand? But what did you take out from there? Okay. What is the reaction of the constituents against this very fraudulent act coming from that Abog Primary School?
Okay. As you can see, nobody in this Anambra, no constituent in this Anambra will be happy to see abandoned project, especially in the education aspect. Education is the future of the kids. Now, the people that are representing the constituents are not being open. They are not being open to the community. They are not being transparent. Because if they are transparent, I believe that 26 million naira could have finished that building and even ties the building and everything. 26 million naira is not a small amount of money. So, and the community now, the constituents now are very angry. They are showing a total disappointment in the representative of in the federal house. So they are planning for a recall. Because they cannot be someone that cannot tell them the truth or cannot lead them with honesty. Because it's fraudulent. Why will you start a project of 26 million naira since last year till now? It's still pending.
And you are not able to communicate. The important thing is about the communication, because if the constituents were called and the community of that Abog, that is where the school is situated, is being told on why the project is halted, at least people will understand. But away from this very one, there is this road that we keep talking about, a construction of Alexander Onwumere Road, 2-kilometer road. You went there. I think it's 50 meters that we are done. What is your take again?
Yes, 50 meters. But according to the signpost, it was 2
kilometers. Yes.
It's fraudulent. Because the constituents believe that many people don't know the measurements. Many of the constituents don't know the measurement, don't know how to measure road. Some believe that the road is okay, but why some believe that it's not okay? Because it has not reached to the test that was satisfied in the signboard.
The signpost said 2 kilometers and 50 meters was done.
Yes.
And there is no payloaders there. There is no any other work going on. Nothing. So it is deemed to have been abandoned again. And this is a project by Senator Victor Ume.
Yes.
Well, let's, as you can see, I think that is being displayed there, and a lot of people has also gone different projects. You can see where the road ended, and that is where that very project ended. Let me get back to the Dr. Sochime's Facebook talk about what Ajanze that has to deal. I stopped it at a certain number, I think page 2 of that. I want to clearly, state that this is, let me even get that thing out probably from my system so that I can be able to share it with all of us what Dr. Sochime had to say about that very particular project. Now, I'll just for a second, I will get that out. Now, let me, just a second, I will be there with you guys. I want to really show us what Dr. Sochime had to say about all of this. Okay, while I think let's get, while we're having the conversation, I think that that's something we have to come up. Then there is another of this project done by Professor Valentine Obo, 1.6 kilometer road. Tell us about that. I think you visited also the road.
The road was opposite the school. So once you see the Abo Primary School, the road is behind the St. Stephen Anglican Church.
Okay.
So I went through the road. The road was said to be 1.6
kilometer, yes.
But with my measurement, although it's still 1.4, 1.5, and
but the major thing that you witnessed is from the discussion from the constituents, why it's a good thing that the project came to their area and they're happy about that, but nobody knew how much is there. There is no details, no transparency on a project that is a federal allocation that came to the community. Let's get more of what the people told you there.
The people, although they were happy because the road was constructed, quite all right. But none of them know exactly how or what is budgeted in that particular road.
No transparency.
No transparency. They just built the road and they were happy, but it was built out of their consign. So the constituency was not carried along. Because if there is a transparency in this case, everybody would have known what is involved. And I think even in the production of the road, many of them will be like to be involved in the production of the road. But they just came and foreign machineries came in and built the road for them.
Yeah. And that is it. Nobody, not even the town union was consulted, not even the kingmakers. Now let's get back to the street lights that is meant to enhance agricultural output. Now that is what Dr. Sochime Daniel Wadiogo called a misplaced priority. So let me start with the energy wasted, the resources misallocated. He said, in rural areas where electricity is limited, prioritizing street lights over solar-powered irrigation, fertilizer support, or farm tools is economically worthwhile. Ajanze's village once built stone gates before digging wells. Ajambene never prospered. Number 3, he said, no impact on farm practices. Farmers do not cultivate or harvest at night. There is little or no agricultural activity that requires lighting after dusk. Therefore, the presence of street lights has zero correlation with better yield of farm practices. Number 4, increasing security versus increased harvest. While it is argued that street lights may enhance security, which indirectly encourages night movement, it still doesn't increase yield. Security does not equal productivity. Instead, proper fencing, access road, or storage facilities should be more impactful. 5. Neglect of critical agricultural needs. The real drivers of agricultural growth, education, extension services, mechanization, market access, and post-harvest storage are sidelines when funds are channeled into ornamental projects like street lighting. He said again in number 6, Ajahn Bene's illusion, which is Ajahn is talking about the person who is the honorable member representing the area. He said, just like in Ajahn Ze's tale, the village glowed at night, but the granaries were bare. The community had light to see their hunger. Street lighting without corresponding agricultural investment is a cosmetic development effort, beautiful to behold, but hollow in purpose. You can now check what you see in your screen. Construction of 816 all-in-one solar street light to enhance agricultural output in selected communities. This project is estimated to be valued, allocated at over 400 million. Now go to the comment section and tell us if you think that these very projects brought to this community will enhance agricultural productivity. These are the kind of projects that we see coming into constituency projects, and that's why we are advocating that there should be total transparency and accountability from every lawmaker, not just in Anambra State, but across Nigeria. What are you going to say? Go to the comment section. Tell us about a road, 22-kilometer road, Alexander Onwumero Road in Anambra State, facilitated by Senator Victor 50 meters done. Let the senator come out and debunk it if it's a fairy tale story. You can see it on the screen. Even the companies that did it, Royfem Global Limited, 2-kilometer road, 50 meters has been done. And why are we not calling this senator out? Why wouldn't he come and complete the road? And the next thing he's citing that, oh, people are is after his seat. People are after him. Who is after you? The constituents of Anambra Central Senatorial District are insisting that Senator Victor must come, whether in a town hall meeting, whether he's calling on the district heads to come and explain why a 2-kilometer road was done only 50 meters. If he does not have money for that, I mean, he will tell the constituents. It's very, very clear. It's been transparent. Then we talk about the Abog Primary School, which the young man here has explained. Abog Primary, this is not even a decking level. We are talking about a foundation level, 26 million. And this is the young man right there standing in front of the construction of the blocks of 3 classroom. He is there. That is the person in the studio right here. 26 million is the allocated amount on this very project. If it's not that, if that's not what it is, Senator Victor should come and clarify and tell his constituents, the senatorial district, not until they move for a recall. That is not what they are talking about right now. They are talking about there is fraud going on constituency projects, hidden projects in Anambra Central Senatorial District. And I will tell you, Mr. Kanu is not personal about this. It's about transparency and accountability to your people. And that is what you are standing there for. So I wish that everybody who see this video should share it and make sure it gets across to Senator Victor Ume, OFR, by the way, who is representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, to come and finish the abandoned projects. There is also a project that he did, a training and empowerment of our youths just 2 weeks ago. About 520 youths. We displayed that. All the constituents are saying these 520 youths who are trained, some of them in piggery, they were given 1 pig. Some were given 2 pigs, some giving chicken, some being given maize. How much is the worth of this very project? How much is the worth? Which person in this constituency is aware of that very project? being done transparently. It's not everywhere. Where on a go now, carry P2B they go. Say on a won't do empowerment. On a just carry the show P2B anyhow. What about the constituents? Did you get to them and tell them the worth of that contract? How many people can benefit by how much? I know the people, I have details of people who got 25,000. I have details of people who got 15,000. I have details of people who had 100,000 and 50. And I know the people who got nothing, who participated on those projects. There is so much fraud, and we are calling him out, Senator Victor. Now for the Liam, Obi Orobu, who is representing Oka South and North. The one where the school we are talking about, Abog, it is in your district. The road, the 1.6 kilometer road, what I see on the allocation is about 4 billion. Whether it is for 4 or 5 states that these allocations are made, I don't know. But 1.6 kilometer road, and what the appropriation bill amount is dealing with is over 4 billion. If that is wrong, the school you commissioned that is said to be a budget of 100 million, I went there personally, and you have not answered the question of being transparent, because the school said they don't have details of what was done in that school. What was it that was done in this school? Roof were changed, and then painting was done, 100 million. You came out on your Facebook, and your brother-in-law came in the program and said that different schools were also affected. The district, the constituency needs to know. All what we are requesting is being transparent. We need to know the numbers. 100 million worth of constituency project, you are not the owner of the project. It is the community that owns it. It is the community that sent you to the House of Representatives. So you owe them that allegiance to come and explain how much is being used, what details on this project. That is all. It is not organizing women to come and dance for you. It is not organizing children to be wearing good clothes when you are coming to do this inspection. And by the way, nobody is calling you names. Nobody have. We don't insult anybody here. All we are asking you is to come out clean. Transparency and accountability. That is what your constituents are asking from you. For you saying that people want to have your seat, do I look like somebody who wants to be in the House of Rep? God forbid. No. I will rather sit here and talk about what is happening. And when you do come back, I will meet you personally, and I will tell you to your face why it is important for you to be transparent to the people who send you to the National Assembly, and which happens to be one of them. So finally, let me get the final comments from you about the reps, which obviously you're a constituent here. What is your take?
My take is that we are the people that voted them in. They should come out clean, and they should be transparent to us. Because we cannot vote you to go and represent us in the Federal House, and we are playing a cock and bull story with us. We have to be transparent with us. Without that, we will demand for recall. So that's what we are demanding, for transparency, accountability, stewardship. Yeah. That's what we are demanding.
To render account of stewardship.
Yes, that's what we are demanding from. We are not calling names. That's real. So that's what we are calling for.
So presently, from the totality of what we have seen in the constituents, their request and demand is that these lawmakers should come and explain, one, the abandoned projects, the ones that are not completed, the ones that are not located in the allocations that are from the bill, and all of that. That is what is in vogue right now. Yes. But the final move will be when they are not being heard or not responded to, then a recall process may commence, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. And I think that's as much as you can tell. You can go to the comment section. Tell us how you feel. And when we talk about the electoral reforms should start from our constituencies. It is when we start taking transparency and accountability, that is when even IREV will work. IREV that we have forgotten. It's not until 2027 that we will remember IREV. We need to focus more on electoral reform. And the way to go about that is digging deep in what our representatives are doing in our own local communities. In that way, we can be able to do what we call a very polite and simple protest on the defrauding that is happening on our constituency. Thereby, we will be able to do what? Put them to push up a motion that will work at the National Assembly for the reform, for the electoral reform to happen against 2027. Thank you so much for being with us and for listening to all we had to say. And go to the comment section, like and share, comment on what you think about these constituency projects. They are fraudulent. Very, very fraudulent activities going on. Please, until tomorrow when you come your way again, bye for now.